To the minicom we go! Is everybody ready? Let's go! Welcome to the minicom. Bolton.
Enveloping oneself as we enter a haunted property, for example. Warnings from our symbiotic sidekick.
I'm at the foot of the ladder. The limb footpads are only depressed in the surface about 1 or 2 inches, although the surface appears to be very, very fine-grained as you get close to it. It's almost like a powder. Ground mass is very fine. I'm going to step off the limb now. That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
It's the VIP ticket for the raffle and today's schedule. I just want to start off introducing our official MC for the event. This year. Sorry for the slight delay. Big thank you for coming along. So I just want to welcome everybody to a new venue. We're still trying to get used to it ourselves. Has anybody seen a little video I did on YouTube showing you around? Yeah. Well, we're not telling you that we had to do about 20 cuts on that because it got lost. But it's a symmetrical building, just remember that. You know, same that side as it is that side. Downstairs, breakout area, and then middle floor, vendors area, theatre on the top floor here. And apparently it's haunted as well, so we've been told. Location of the toilets, you've got either side of the building on.
Because I think there are certain synchronicities that this power, this force utilises with us as individuals. I think it connects with us, like a hitchhiker effect. I think it grabs hold of you and then you're enamoured. You're fascinated. It's incredible. So I found myself in the heart of Rendlesham and did a lot of research there. And I remembered, I didn't know where Brenda Butler was in the world. I knew that she was a co-author to Sky Crash: A Cosmic Conspiracy. It was published by Neville Spearman back in 1984 with Dot Street, who was standing next to Brenda there with the glasses, and Jenny Reynolds, who was connected with before. I remember I was in the car and I got out of the forest and I said, I'd love to meet Brenda Butler. And we were in the forest, this will make you laugh. We saw some lights. There was me, my twin brother, and Susan. Another bunch of friends as the press report. It was Susan, she was a good friend of ours and still is. And we got in the forest, we saw these lights flashing. We thought, my God, there's a UFO there. When we got closer to it, there was a lady with a big white German shepherd and another gentleman, and they were taking pictures, flashes in the ground. And when we passed them, she said, good day, good night, and I said good night. And I thought, well, that's strange. This feeling, I had to go back and speak to her. And it was so strong, I went back and I said to her, are you looking for the orbs? And she said, yes, why? And I said, I was rather hoping to find Brenda Butler. She said, my dear, I am Brenda Butler. And some people have said to me, well, of course she lived in Suffolk, like I should know that. I didn't know. And then we got talking. And we built this connection. She is a brilliant lady, very kind, very generous, and no nonsense as well. She allowed me access to her files. Would you believe that the UFO events and around Wrensham was not the only event that occurred? Although it was, in the media machine, it's all out there, wow, this happened to the troops. No, there was a lot more that happened. A full view of the hall where I was just leaning back. And my sister, the only three of us in the room, apart from the dog as well, was to my far left. There came this feeling, very strange feeling of an electrical disturbance, like when the hairs on your arms and back of your neck come up. It was very weird, and the dog started to react to this change in atmospheric conditions. And my brother in front of me did something very strange.
Just thought that would wake you up after lunch. Oh gosh, here we go. Right, I hope you're ready for a really big adventure, because I am. Oh, here we go. Right, hopefully. Technology is my friend. It does, it isn't usually. Okay, darker side of ufology. I'm going to give you the most amazing talk I think I've ever done. Good old Steve set me up for this. So let's get in there. The universe, the galaxies, the planets, everything. You've got to remember that they're all basically made of the
Press the
same
like button, people.
stuff. Okay, so let's start off on
and highlights the threads of strangeness that run through every part of this dark subject that we are all so immersed in. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for one of the greatest men in ufology, and here today, Mr. Paul Sinclair.
You've had a great day at the Awakening so far.
Press the like button, people.
Like what I'm going to talk about over the course that's better, of the next hour. The extrasensory deception. So, what are we talking about? Where are we going with this? This phenomena, this intelligence, this unknown other, is affecting everybody and touching everybody. This microphone working properly, whether we like it or not. And it affects every part of the human. It knows human better than we know human ourselves.
Neglecting to understand that long before ufology took its dawning first breaths, this intelligence was self-replicating its own species through wounds and through words. And the way they self-replicate is very interesting because it also has an occultic connection that we will see here very shortly. Number one, it's important to understand the nature of this intelligence. The purpose of the incantation is incarnation. Whatever intelligence we're looking at has literally built ladders made of words, connect.
Well over 3 weeks ago I had a sighting of a very large dark coloured cat in the area you can see behind me.
Just seen it for 2 seconds before I started to shout, stop the car.
I have been documenting since seeing what I can only describe as a panther. I have trail cams up here and I have been filming our outings here so I can put together a film about it on my channel.
But yeah, there are lots and lots of evidence of deer in this particular area.
Please subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can be one of the first ones to watch.
you doing? Are you all fine and dandy? Viewers and subscribers, welcome to Wait News number 8. Number 8. God, it only feels like yesterday I was doing the first one. But yeah, welcome. Just before I get tongue-tied, I'll just have a quick good old cup of Yorkshire. Anybody who knows me knows I love me Yorkshire tea. So there we go. Right, you've just seen the actual little video at the beginning of this on about the Minicon at the new venue, the Albert Hall in Bolton. I must say it was a fantastic little bit of a event. Hats off to you, Steve Meara and Chris Turner and everybody who was involved in the setup. It was fantastic. Thanks to the guests. It'll be interesting to see the 2-day event, which is coming up in August. That will be very interesting. And I hope it does work, because I know there's a lot of time and effort put into this. There always is, to get these people, you know, I mean, like I said it before, it's not just a phone call, it's, you know, people coming from America. Thanks Nathaniel Guinness for coming over, and the other guests for travelling as well. But it was fantastic, and it did work well, to be fair. It was a long day. You'll see the time at the end of this video I actually got my head down. You know, we finished the show, we went back to the bar for a few, you know, chats and a few shandies, and then we got caught up in the rain because we couldn't get hold of a taxi, and then I drove from Mick's home. So that time you see at the end of this video is the time my head hit the pillow. And don't forget, it was the 17th. Remember the 17th when you look at the clock. It was a very long day. But I think I'm still recovering, but it was worth every second, every minute, every hour, for sure. So yeah, so I hope you enjoyed the expo little video. It was only small, like the Minicon, but there's more to come on that when the 2-day event arrives in August. And if you want to know more, book and find out more. Just go on Facebook and put the Awakening and get your tickets now. So yeah, the expo. Right, on to the next agenda is the weather. How much rain have we had? Everybody on this other side of this screen must be saying, yeah, I agree, Lee, we've had that much rain. We've had tons and tons and tons of rainfall. Loads of millimetres of rain, for sure. I mean, it's been getting that way. It's been affecting my work, which has never happened before. So that was new to me, you know. It's just madness. I mean, it's been raining today, and it was, you know, it was very sunshiny this morning. I mean, it's just, you get one day of sunshine, and then next is nearly, you know, a day and a half of rain. It's unbelievable. But I looked a little bit into this, because I've been on about it before, about Vietnam and whatnot, and I was talking to Mick, and Mick says, yeah, it's been going on for about 25 years, roughly. And I said, well, it's probably more into it. He said, yeah, he said, but properly they've been, you know, pounding it for 25 years, investing money in it and whatnot. And so, right, you know, well, the Vietnam War, they tried it, and, you know, you only need to watch old Vietnam War videos, and it's always raining, you know. So, yeah, so I looked a little bit more into it, and I found a little video, and it's about cloud seeding. So just watch and leave your views below if you think it's right or wrong. I think it's, you know, burning their own bridges, really. I don't think it should be done. I think it's really out of order, but you might disagree, but I'd love to hear what you say in your comments. And yeah, so leave them below, and let's find out more. So here's the video, cloud seeding.
Is it going to rain in Dubai today? Just so I know. I have to drive back from Abu Dhabi to Dubai.
No.
It's not raining. It's a sunny day.
The UAE government invested more than $20 million in research to start a process called
cloud seeding. The UAE performs around 1,000 hours of cloud seeding a year, and it's all controlled by this building in the National Center of Meteorology in Abu Dhabi, where they track the whole process. We met with a cloud seeding expert to explain how the seeding process works.
We wait the forecast. When we have a good, chance for a cloud, we send the aircraft to that location. It go under the cloud. In the first stage of the cloud, there is good updraft at that time, start to release all the salt, and with the good updraft, of course, it will go inside the cloud. The droplets will become bigger and start to rain.
The center manufactures a salt substance that helps enhance rainfall. They put them in what they call flares.
I hope you enjoyed that. It's a bit different, wasn't it? And you won't believe there's like a control tower and control room or whatever you want to call it for something like that. It's just unbelievable. But it's Dubai and they've got the money to do what they want, which I don't agree as well. Just because you've got the money doesn't mean you can play with the weather. But that's my own point on the subject. Right, also as well, moving on, we've booked to Bolton. Now, we're not stopping in the caravan like we usually do for a couple of days. We've booked a full week at the cottage. So this investigation is going to be brilliant. It's going to be fantastic. It's going to be a long week really, but we've been jotting some stuff down, me and Mick McLaren, and yeah, so we're really looking forward to it. I Talk Cryptids is going, so we're going to get our ideas together, and we're going to do. If you nip back and have a look at the audio clip at Dane's Dark I did, we're going to redo that, but obviously I've written some more stuff down on here, which we've learned from last time. We've got some new equipment, so we're going to try some different tic-tacs and, let's see if we can get some results. I'm sure we can. Got some positive, ideas coming up. So yeah, so look out for that. But yeah, that's booked very soon for a full week. But it's something to look forward to, and it means as well that Paul Sinclair has got more boots on the ground and more eyes. Right, moving on. You'll see as well at the beginning of this video, Mick sent me a little bit of video over about the big cats. Now I say big cats, but at the moment they're only working on one. But of course there's not just one cat roaming around Britain. There's more. Everybody knows now there's more cats around Britain. So yeah, so we sent this little intro, and how it started off basically was I was meant to go with them on this Saturday afternoon, but I was late working. And they were going through the back end of Winter Hill, Rivington, that way. And you've got Carol Ann driving, you've got Mick, who was in the passenger seat, and you've got Harlem, who was in the back seat. I Talk Cryptids. And all of a sudden Mick said, "Stop, stop, stop." So Carol Ann slapped on, but he never said what, what, stop, 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 what for what. He just left Carol Ann and Harlem in the back, just think, what's going on? But now, when I heard this, he actually rang me. Actually, as things were actually unfolding, to be fair, when they kind of worked out what we was doing, kind of thing, he'd basically seen in the trees as he was coming around the bend. He'd seen how they plant a new tree and they put the green plastic thing. And the kind of eyes got focused on it, but when he looked to the side, there was like a black cat. So he was that shocked. And it's like we've always said, you've seen something, and why did you not get your camera out? Your mind doesn't, it's seconds behind. You don't think anything about catching anything on camera. So basically that's what happened. So, they've been doing a little bit more investigation up there. They've put a couple of trail cameras, as Mick's just said, up there. So fingers crossed, we might get some results, to be fair. But yeah, so look out for that short film coming up off Mick McLaren's channel. Also go over and subscribe to Mick's channel as well. If you've not, give him a like and have a look at some other stuff we've been doing. because it's mixed. It's not just mixed channels, it's width, it's just, I talk, there's all kinds of different stuff. So have a quick look at it. And, you know, like I said, there's some new equipment coming as well for that, which is like, you know, Mick's just got a new drone. So you'll see some new footage coming out of that. So yeah, so keep your eyes peeled. Right, and also talking Harlem. God, he's getting mentioned tonight, isn't he? Right, well, if you go over to Mick McLaren's Facebook page and you can click on a link and you'll find that there's, you know, a bit of a profile of me, Caroline, Mick, and also as well, we would like to welcome Harlem from I Talk Cryptids. He's just been involved as well as, you know, associate member, same as Nat and Pete. So go over and just have a look who we've added. They're all very genuine people. We love them to bits. And, you know, that means that we've got more boots and eyes on different areas, you know. So, you know, that's why we've kind of added people as well as them being good friends and good researchers. So bob over and have a look at that. Also as well, God, round of applause again, Harlem, that is doing down south, he's been invited to a talk on cryptids. So that's coming later this year. I'll put his poster up here. You can have a look further into it, but if you go on to Harry Smith on Facebook, and you can see the poster on there. But yeah, that's something to look forward to. It's a little cafe. I think it's called a Purple Spoon Cafe, and the talk is from 10 till 4, and there's a guest coming, I think, from America, if I remember right. So that's something to look forward to. I'm hoping to get down there, but the thing is, we work wise and just being a bit further in the future, I can't plan anything at the moment. So anyway, Harlem, if I don't make it, blow the lid off, son, blow the lid off. That's what you've got to do. That's what we're here for. Right, also as well, next on the cards is the felling of the trees. Now, I've looked a bit more on this, but there doesn't seem to be anything since it hit the public eye. Now, a lot of people might say, well, felling trees, what's that got to... Well, it does, because that's places we go. You know, we go into woods, small closures of woods, big woods. So it does affect us. So it is something to look out for. So if I've not seen anything at this end, if you have, please comment below. I'd love to know more on it. What's the reason for the felling of the trees? But if anything, we should be saving the trees and planting more trees, not cutting ones down. So yeah. Also as well, you saw that out in the field last time we got an email came into Mick. It was about a UFO coming out of the reservoir. Now, we've tried to keep you updated on this, but we're waiting for more details and more information. But at the moment, it's looking like it's a dead end. But there again, 6 months down the line, you might just get a quick email. You know, sorry, I've not seen your email. We don't know. It's just one of them. We can't give you any more information than the films I've put out on my channel. If you don't know what I'm about, nip back and have a look about an account and a sighting, what was witnessed. But like I say, it's aggravated sometimes because you're waiting for information off us, and you know, we're trying to give you information to you, the viewers and subscribers. But it's so hard. But if we don't get it back, we can't give it you. So you've just got to, you know, bide your time is the word, really. We might not hear anything again, but you know, I mean, the thing is about it as well, it's good in a way. If it doesn't get back to us, that's fine, but it's put another area on the map we need to look out for. We know there's something of high strangeness up there. Me and Mick felt it, so there is definitely something up there for sure. But if there's any more information, you'll be the first to know. With WH.I.T News. Also as well, if you saw the little intro on the Minicon, you'll see that Roland Kinsella was on about Brenda Butler. Now, what well, let's just rewind a bit, because what it was, when I went over to Paul Sinclair of Truth Proof, we were talking, and he came up with this name out of, you know, chatting about UFOs and whatnot, and he said, have you heard of David Daniels? Now, I'd not heard of David Daniels, and I don't think a lot of people have. I don't know why, I don't know, I can't put my finger on it, because it's an absolutely fascinating story. And we were talking, and Paul said to me, he said, you must get this book. And I said, right. And he said, also have a look a bit more on the internet about it. He said, but the thing is, there's not much about it. I said, right, okay. I said, that's strange, isn't it? He said, well, you know. So I found a book, what it was on about, and it's called, I'll just get it from over here. It's called Sky Crash Through Time. Now, if you saw the Minicon intro, and you'll see Roland Kinsella on the actual stage, I left him on a little bit longer than the rest of the guests, because he's on about this book. It's fascinating. It's absolutely fascinating. Now, everybody thinks, you know, it's about Rendlesham Forest, sorry. And it's about Philip Kinsella and Brenda Butler. But I think Roland went as well. But they're the two who's put the book together. Now, this book is fascinating, because you think Rendlesham Forest, you think, oh yeah, UFO landed, remember about December time, you know, Colonel Holtz, and, you know, it goes on and on. But the thing is about it is, it's not only that. What's interesting is on about David Daniels, and more about the actual forest itself, and you'll be shocked at the amount of vast information what's in here, what's happening at Rendlesham Forest, around the military base and areas around it. It's fascinating. I was shocked, to be honest. Now, this book was a present to me at Christmas, and it was off my mum's brother. And he said, what do you want? I said, well, I want this book. I said, but, you know, I said, it's £31. He said, well, I'd rather get you something you'd read and, you know, you'd look after and whatnot. I said, well, yeah, okay, fair dues. So I bought it. Now, it took about a month to come, and I think it's come from America. And he was, you know, saying, like, I hope it comes in time. Anyway, it did. It did come just before Christmas. Now, when it came, I looked on the back and it said £12.95, sorry, on the back. I thought, oh, right, okay. So I told Mick about it. And Mick rung me one day and he said, have you seen, just after Christmas, he said, have you seen, you know, the price of Sky Crash Through Time? I said, yes, it's £31. He said, no. I said, go and have a look. So I said, right, I'll bob over to Amazon and I'll go and have a look. I was absolutely stunned. Because they've got, it must be coming to the end of the print, and it had gone up, well, I'll show you actually, that's what it had gone up to, which, you know, like I say, I think it's the last copy they had at Amazon, and it just gone through the roof. So if you've not got it and you see it, buy it, because it's absolutely fantastic and it's fascinating as well. But like I said, that's why I left Roland Kinsella on more than the other guests, because it goes into this a little bit more with Brenda Butler, how we met her, and it goes on from there basically. But yeah, but on about David Daniels, absolutely fantastic, and I know why Paul Sinclair of Truth Proof told me about it. Very interesting indeed. Also as well, just before the end of WIT News, when I was at the Minicon, I bumped into a lady in the bar in between the breaks of the shows called Medusa, and I was like, Medusa? And she was saying, yeah, you're Lee, and yeah, it's Medusa. And I'm like, what was it? And it was just, I do apologise, I did get it in the end, but for some reason, I don't know, but like I say, Medusa, I do thank you for coming up to me, and I was just a bit, you know, it's just a bit of a apology really, that you know, because the thing is, people coming up to you and you're thinking, yeah, it's Medusa, it's such a body, and for some reason you try to picture that person behind the actual nickname of, you know, the character or whatever in the actual chat. So yeah, so I had a few people coming up to me, Chris Mitchell and whatnot, who I've met before, but, you know, it's alright when you've met them once, but when people are new and they're walking up to you and saying, you're a bit too back with it, you know. So, yeah, so I do apologise, Medusa, and, yeah, I hope we meet again, and like I said to her, you know, how come you come to these shows? And she said, well, I've had some experiences, so I'd love to hear them. So if I bump into you again, I must find out more of your accounts. So, yeah, on that note, I think we're going to wrap it up. I'm not going to babble on and babble on. But thanks for watching, always. We love your support. Please like and share. It's free. And that's where we need to be. In the public eye. We need to get out there, branch out a bit more and give some more information. So let's keep knocking on them paranormal doors and gathering that information from other paranormal investigators, Joe Public yourself, giving accounts, and yeah, so I can't say any more. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed the little intro from the big cats, which Mickey's on with at the moment. Look out for it, it'll be out very soon, and I hope you enjoyed the minicon. And on that note, I'm just going to leave you with a few words from Steve Meara as his actual talk at the minicon. Thanks for watching. Take care of yourself, and bye bye for now.
These are unmanned aerial vehicles. Let's not kid ourselves about technology. You know, I'm still waiting for computer systems to come out with biological memory circuits on them. And I saw them from almost 30 years ago whilst working at NATO, as part of Marconi NATO project. They're not out. They're still not out. I thought at the time it was amazing technology. Don't kid ourselves that they don't have this stuff. They do have some incredible